Right? You know what? There's socialism everywhere, right? I've just been to the garage to put diesel in, and there was a lad in front of me bought loads of stuff, a box of cans, loads of sweets and fucking stuff. He couldn't carry it with one hand, right? He needed two hands to carry all the stuff he bought. And as he got to the door to go out of the garage, for a second he thought about putting his stuff down to open the door, but before he could do that, I noticed that he needed help, and I just said, "Here mate, I'll get that door for you." So I opened the door for him. He didn't have to put his stuff down. He just carried on walking through the door because I held it open for him, and he was really grateful. "Oh, thanks mate, thanks very much." You know? And that's socialism. That's socialism in a very microcosmic nutshell. That's exactly what socialism is. From each according to his abilities to each according to his needs. So I was able to open the door because I had nothing in my hands. He wasn't able to open the door because his hands were full. I opened the door for him. Wasn't a great effort. I was only opening a door, and he was able to carry on and get into the taxi that was waiting for him. Now that's socialism, and that's what society as a whole should be based on. A socialist society would be based on that very principle. Those who can do will do. Those who can't do, well, they can't do, so they need help. And what's wrong with that? That's exactly what we do in families. That's exactly what we do with friends and neighbours. It's just that we don't live in a society like that, where the very basic principles of society are that. What we live in is a capitalist society where the basic principles are competition and greed and selfishness. And even though the basic principles of the society we live in are greed and selfishness and individualism and looking after number one, dog eat dog and all that, even though that's the case, you still get socialism. You still get people helping others. So imagine if society was actually based on those principles of kindness and helping each other. It would work, wouldn't it? It would fucking work. The only reason we don't have socialism is because the capitalist ruling classes won't allow it, because it would mean they would have to share their wealth with the rest of us. So they won't allow it, and we have to fight for it. And fighting for it brings us up against the ruling class, the state, the forces of the state that the ruling class control, the media, and the ideology of the ruling class, their false ideas that they disseminate throughout society to keep everyone divided. That's what we're up against to build a socialist society. So it's not that socialism can't work. It can. It works all the time. Even in capitalist society it works. It just worked there for that lad in the garage because I helped him. But it's the capitalist ruling class, the super rich elite, the billionaires, that won't allow us to have socialism, because they're a bunch of bastards. That's why. And we have to overthrow them in a revolution, and then we'll have socialism. Anyway, just a little video to talk about a tiny little experience I just had, which reminded us that socialism is very possible. See you in the next one. Ta-ra.